Hello there, and welcome to Healthy Life Keys, where we help you stay strong, sharp, and full of life after 65. Let me ask you something important. Did you know that some popular nuts could actually harm your brain, kidneys, or heart, especially as you age? On the flip side, a few humble nuts might help keep your memory clear, your heart steady, and your energy up, all with just a small handful a day. Some support healthy circulation, others protect against memory loss. But one common nut, one many seniors think is healthy, might quietly raise your blood pressure and fuel inflammation. So which ones should you eat? And which ones should you never touch? Stick with us, because today we're counting down the 3 best nuts for seniors, and 4 you're better off avoiding. And trust me, the worst one will surprise you. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to Healthy Life Keys, and share it with someone you love. Let's dive in together. Why nuts matter more after age 65. Once you turn 65, the foods you snack on aren't just about taste. They're about function too. As we age, the body becomes less resilient. Metabolism slows down, inflammation becomes harder to manage, and even mild blood sugar spikes can feel more intense. Your joints ache longer, your energy fades faster, and your heart, brain, and kidneys all demand a little more support. That's why what you eat and what you avoid matters more than ever. Nuts can be one of the smartest choices you make. The right ones deliver a rich blend of heart-friendly, unsaturated fats, antioxidants that protect your brain, minerals that keep your muscles and bones strong, and fiber to steady blood sugar and support digestion. But, and it's a big but, not all nuts are senior-friendly. Some are high in compounds that can strain your kidneys, spike your sodium levels, or increase inflammation over time. Others are often coated in oils or sugars that counteract their benefits entirely. The key is to know which to choose and which to skip. What's your go-to nut when you're feeling hungry between meals? And is it really helping your health? Let's begin with 3 of the best nuts you can eat after 65. Starting with one that truly protects your brain. The 3 best nuts for seniors. 1. Walnuts. Have you ever noticed how a walnut looks like a tiny brain? That shape might be nature's way of showing us something, because walnuts are one of the best foods for keeping your mind sharp. These little nuts are rich in ALA, a plant-based omega-3 that helps reduce inflammation in the brain. And as we age, inflammation can quietly interfere with memory, focus, and even mood. In a 2020 UCLA study, seniors who ate walnuts regularly showed better memory, faster thinking, and stronger mental clarity. That's not just luck. That's nutrition, working from the inside out. Walnuts also provide polyphenols and vitamin E. These are antioxidants that act like bodyguards for your brain cells. They help block damage from free radicals, tiny stresses that come from aging, pollution, or even daily pressure. And here's a bonus. Walnuts also help your blood vessels relax and carry more oxygen to your brain, so everything flows better. Aim for 7 to 9 walnut halves each day and keep them cool in the fridge to protect their healthy oils. What's your favorite way to enjoy walnuts? In oatmeal, salads, or just as a snack? Up next, we turn to a nut that's great for your heart and bones. Let's keep going. 2. Almonds. Looking for one simple food that supports your heart, bones, and energy levels? Almonds might be your best daily ally. These crunchy little powerhouses are full of vitamin E, a strong antioxidant that helps protect your artery walls and keeps your blood vessels flexible. That's essential for maintaining healthy circulation and avoiding unnecessary pressure on your heart as you age. Almonds also contain magnesium, which plays a key role in keeping calcium where it belongs. In your bones, not your arteries. That means stronger bones and a healthier cardiovascular system, all from the same handful of nuts. But that's not all. Almonds are naturally low on the glycemic index, meaning they do not cause sharp spikes in blood sugar. For older adults managing insulin resistance, prediabetes, or just trying to avoid that afternoon crash, this can be a real benefit. They're also high in soluble fiber, which helps lower LDL cholesterol, the bad kind, and may reduce plaque buildup in your arteries over time. Just 15 to 20 almonds a day, raw or dry roasted and unsalted, can make a noticeable difference in how you feel. Do you usually snack on almonds or use them in cooking? Next, we'll explore a lesser-known nut that delivers a surprising boost to your immune system and thyroid. Let's take a look. 3. Brazil nuts. Can just one nut a day really make a difference? With Brazil nuts, the answer is yes, and the science backs it up. Brazil nuts are nature's most concentrated source of selenium, a trace mineral that many people over 65 are quietly missing. Selenium plays a vital role in supporting your thyroid, which regulates metabolism, energy, and even your mood. When selenium levels are adequate, your body can efficiently produce T3 and T4 hormones, the ones responsible for keeping your internal engine running smoothly. Low selenium, on the other hand, can leave you feeling tired, foggy, and sluggish. Selenium also powers up your immune system by supporting white blood cell activity and enhancing your body's master antioxidant, glutathione. That means better defense against infections and less cellular stress from aging or inflammation. But here's the key. More is not better. In fact, too much selenium can be harmful over time. The sweet spot? Just 1 or 2 Brazil nuts per day is enough for most older adults. Do you include Brazil nuts in your weekly routine, or are they new to you? Now that we've met the nutrient-rich champions, it's time for a health warning. Let's talk about the nuts you should think twice about after age 65. The 4 worst nuts for seniors. 1. Cashews. They're creamy, buttery, and found in many snack bowls, but cashews may be doing your kidneys more harm than good. Cashews are naturally high in oxalates, compounds that can bind with calcium in the body and form kidney stones. This is especially concerning for adults over 65, whose kidneys may already be working harder due to age-related changes or mild dehydration. If you have a history of kidney issues or are at risk for stone formation, limiting high oxalate foods, including cashews, is a smart move. Just a small handful can deliver a significant oxalate load, especially if eaten frequently. But there's more. Cashews contain more carbohydrates than most nuts, which can raise blood sugar more quickly, not ideal for those managing prediabetes or insulin resistance. And let's not forget how they're often served. Roasted in refined oils and coated with salt, both of which can raise blood pressure and add unnecessary calories. If you truly enjoy cashews, moderation is key. Opt for raw or dry roasted, unsalted versions and pair them with plenty of water. Let's move on to another fan favorite, one that may be silently spiking your blood pressure. 2. Salted pistachios. Pistachios may seem like a heart-healthy snack, but the way they're packaged can quietly turn them into a problem for your blood pressure. While plain pistachios do offer benefits, including antioxidants, plant protein, and healthy fats, the salted oil-roasted varieties found on most grocery store shelves, tell a different story. These processed versions are often coated in sodium and roasted in refined vegetable oils, both of which can stiffen arteries and contribute to higher blood pressure. For adults over 65, this can be especially concerning. As we age, our blood vessels become more sensitive to sodium. Even one serving of heavily salted pistachios can deliver 15 to 20% of your daily sodium limit. And that adds up fast if you're not careful. The added oils are another issue. Most are high in omega-6 fatty acids, which can increase inflammation when consumed in excess. Over time, that inflammation may harm heart health and interfere with circulation. Love pistachios? You do not have to give them up. Just choose unsalted, dry roasted ones and enjoy them in moderation. Do you read the sodium content on your snack labels, or just go by taste? A nut that's often included in fancy snack mixes but may not be as friendly to your health as it appears. 3. Macadamia nuts. Macadamia nuts may feel luxurious, but for older adults, they can quietly work against your wellness goals if you're not careful. While macadamias offer monounsaturated fats that support heart health, the real concern is how they're often packaged. In most store-bought snack mixes, they're coated in sugar, roasted in processed oils, or mixed with salty, calorie-laden ingredients. This turns an otherwise healthy nut into a snack that can fuel inflammation, contribute to weight gain, and spike blood sugar. Even on their own, macadamia nuts are extremely calorie-dense. Just 1 ounce, about 10 to 12 nuts, contains over 200 calories and 22 grams of fat. For seniors with a slower metabolism or those managing cholesterol, that adds up quickly. Plus, macadamias are dense and crunchy, which may not be ideal for those with dental sensitivity, dentures, or jaw issues. The best approach? If you enjoy them, stick to raw or dry roasted, unsalted macadamias and keep your portions small. A few go a long way. Now let's move to the nut that causes the most confusion and possibly the most harm, especially for aging brains and bodies. 4. Pine nuts. They may be tiny, but pine nuts can pack a surprising punch, and not in a good way. While often sprinkled on salads or blended into pesto, pine nuts are high in omega-6 fatty acids. Now, omega-6s are not inherently bad. Your body needs them. But when they far outweigh omega-3s in the diet, they can tip the scale toward chronic inflammation. For older adults, that means higher risks of joint pain, cognitive slowdown, and cardiovascular issues. And there's more. Some people experience something called pine mouth syndrome, a strange, lingering, metallic taste that can make eating unpleasant for days. If your appetite is already more delicate with age, this side effect could lead to reduced food intake and nutritional gaps over time. Pine nuts are also calorie-dense, which adds up fast if you're watching your weight or managing cholesterol. And when combined with certain medications for blood pressure or heart health, their oil content could interfere with absorption. So here's the bottom line. If inflammation is something you're battling nor hoping to avoid, skip the pine nuts. Reach instead for walnuts or sunflower seeds. They offer a similar crunch without the inflammatory risks. What do you usually put on your salad? And might it be time for a switch? Up next, let's review how to enjoy nuts the smart way with clear, age-appropriate guidelines you can trust. How to eat nuts wisely in your golden years. Even the healthiest foods can backfire if we do not eat them wisely. Nuts are small but mighty. They're packed with healthy fats, fiber, protein, and key nutrients. But portion control and preparation matter more than you might think, especially after 65. Your metabolism slows, your digestion changes, and your body becomes more sensitive to salt, sugar, and excess calories. So how can you enjoy nuts without the downsides? Start with portion size. One small handful, about 1 to 2 ounces daily, is just right. It gives you all the benefits without tipping the scale or stressing your digestion. Always choose raw or dry-roasted, unsalted varieties. Avoid nuts cooked in cheap oils or coated in sugar and salt. They turn a healthy snack into a risky one. Rotate your choices. Don't stick with the same nut every day. Variety helps prevent nutrient overload and keeps things interesting. Store your nuts in a cool, dry place, or even the fridge, to protect them from turning rancid or developing mold. If you struggle with chewing, consider unsweetened nut butters or soaked nuts, which soften overnight and are gentler on the teeth. Have allergies? Talk to your doctor about safe alternatives like sunflower or pumpkin seeds. Nuts can be a loyal companion in your healthy aging journey when you treat them with care. Ready for a quick recap to bring it all home? Let's wrap things up. Let's quickly recap. We explored 3 powerful nuts you should eat after 65. Walnuts, almonds, and Brazil nuts. And 4 that might do more harm than good: cashews, salted pistachios, processed macadamias, and pine nuts. Each nut carries its own health impact, and at our age, those small choices really add up. The good news: with just a handful a day, the right nuts can support your memory, heart, bones, and energy. Thanks so much for joining us today on Healthy Life Keys. If you found this helpful, give us a like and subscribe so you never miss out on practical, doctor-backed health tips made just for you. And before you go, tell us in the comments, which nut are you going to eat more of? And which one are you leaving behind? Until next time, take care of your body, and it'll take care of you.